You can see the gap closing now. Okay, so that's on. The town's not going to flood until the river level gets to over 4 metres, and that's a lot of water. So if you get an environmental flood warning that says 2 metres, it might flood in fields, but it's not likely to come near any of the houses. So if there's water in the street, you can't open this door under any circumstances. If it's like this, and there might be a flood coming, you just step over it and you're done. Lock the door. But you've completely negated all your work if there's flood water in the street and you open the door. So if you want to get out here, there's an exit through Windlatter room, so I'll show you Windlatter. So there's a box here that has a key to this room, and you just open the window and get out that way, and then you can come in and go and mess about in the water and step around if you wish. Not the front door. So the flood defence things are under Anna's. If you've got any wet boots or things you need to soak up, there's some paper. Underneath here is our flood. Water pump for floods. Can you see the writing on that? Beautiful water pump. Never been used. It's got the extension cord with it and a special thingy that needs to be plugged in. The hose is already attached, and this has a message on it to you that says to turn this pump on, put the machine in water and hold the float up, because it doesn't have an on-off switch, and it's very confusing of how you turn it on, but all you do is hold it up in the air, and then if there is any water in the house it goes down, and when there's no water it turns itself off. But you really need to know where that is. That's vital that you, if any water did come in the house, that you use that. We've got some more flood defences here. So as you come to the microwave, there's a back here. So I believe we've got 14 hydro flood sacks. Now these are instant sandbags without any of the weight. They can only be used inside the house, not outside, nor can they be, unfortunately, shared with the neighbours. They're just for this house. But they absorb water, and they're like a giant nappy, really. They absorb water. Lots of those down there. We do have burlap flood sacks here, and our neighbour has sand in his shed. So once we're sorted, just like when you put the drop-down mask on in the plane, when we're sorted we can go out and help neighbours. We have an automatic air brake outside that stops up. We have something under here. Secret cubby hole under here. Buckets if you need them. That's also for cleaning. Down here. So we have, and this is sterilised. It goes in the toilet down here, and it's pumped up. So there's instructions there. All you do is put it in the loo, so follow me. So you put it inside the loo and pump it. And that stops any water coming up from the main drain. In here, in this cupboard, sorry to take you back again here, in this cupboard down at the bottom are useful things if there is a flood. In a plastic bag there's a disposable waterproof cameras and a big jug in case you need to get water. If you've got a vehicle and you think a flood's coming, move it away from the car parks. Here, go and put it on the hill, make sure your phones are charged. Water goes down quite quickly, you don't want it in. So these are camping gas stoves and a cooker. If you had that kind of emergency, but really you won't. Just keep it out for sure. If it's looking serious, there's silicone in here. There'll be silicone and a silicone gun. And that floodgate can be siliconed in place. Just squeeze it out with the gun. If you don't know how the gun works, you YouTube it. You just put it in here. You squeeze, and that gives it a waterproof seal, and that's done. That's better done before it gets wet. The end of the flood section.